Paw'dCats Sports.
Sunday morning, about a week and a day removed from the reckoning.
Yeah, a week and 2 days to be exact. That reckoning was rough, but a reckoning it was.
Yep. Well, welcome back to Paw'dCats Sports. If you tuned in last week, you heard us call it the Desert Reckoning. And now, the reckoning arrived.
Whew.
Kansas State limped out of Tucson with a 1-3 record, a broken offense, a defense gasping for answers, and a fan base asking one question louder than the rest. What the happened to this team?
I just puked in my mouth a little bit and spit some up when I started laughing. But yeah, Arizona handled us, man. 23-17 loss on the road down there in the desert in Tucson. But it wasn't just a scoreboard failure out of the Wildcat. This was a systemic collapse, like an autoimmune disease. And tonight we are not going to sugarcoat it. Today, I should say. We're digging into the stats like we always do. We're numbers guys. Are you a numbers guy, Alex?
Yes, for sure. Numbers guy.
Mm-hmm.
Got my abacus.
Got to do the quantitative analysis.
I got abacus. Like that.
And then we can, just move the abacus a little bit that way. And after you do that, you can combine that with what you saw. And we can maybe put this behind us and move forward. But anyway, what do you got for us in segment one, Al? Where are we starting with this regurgitation?
First off, what the piece of monkey? This team is a bunch of we terrible garbage. What in the is happening?
Bro, why don't you step off the ledge for a minute? Step off. Just back up. Calm down. It's gonna be all right. Are we gonna start in the running back room? Is that what we're gonna start with this episode?
Yes, segment one, running in circles.
Yeah.
So
yeah, right back to square one. Mm-hmm.
Dylan Edwards returned from injury and logged 13 yards on 4 carries. That's it. So why did we play him at all?
Why was he even in the game? We have a bye week, 2 weeks to rest up before the rest of our Big 12 slate. We talked about this in our previous episode. Doesn't make any sense to me. I don't see a lot of people complaining or talking about it on social media, but we can't be the only ones thinking about this. No reason Dylan Edwards should have been in that game. He was not ready. He was still injured. And we've already made the other points.
Right. Like you said, we talked about this just last week.
Before the game.
If he's any kind of hurt, don't put him in. You give him another week to rest.
Yeah.
And yet you throw him in and he gets hurt. So
it's for what?
Very, very just kind of ridiculous decision in my eyes.
Yeah.
To put him in the game. Unless he's telling the coaches that he needs to play, but what did the doctors say? What was really even the bigger issue? What had happened to him?
Yeah, there's some missing information we don't have, but assuming he was just trying to recover from injury and he wasn't ready, clearly, and he got re-injured, then that's just inexcusable. We don't get paid $6 million a year to make these decisions, and we were able to make the correct call before the game started. So that was an easy call to make. In my mind, Arizona's not a conference game this year. It makes no sense. But what about the speaking of running backs, what about the other 2 running backs that were just ghosts in the first half?
This is even worse than playing Dylan Edwards, I think, almost. Devon Rice and Joe Jackson.
It is. Yeah.
They play the first 3 games, and we've seen nothing bad from Devon Rice. Nothing. Every opportunity he's had on that field, he has played well. He's done good things. And yet, ghost. We see him a couple times out there. Joe Jackson on, the last series. What are we doing? Why is Antonio Martin Jr. all of a sudden getting reps? Why is JB Price all of a sudden getting reps? What is happening? If we just establish an identity with the run game with Devon Rice, the one thing we haven't tried to do yet, I think we may look a little better.
And Antonio Martin, 5 carries, 17 yards. JB Price, 7 carries, 16 yards. It makes no sense to me why you're using all the reps in the first 3 games, and then with the other guys, and they don't even get any carries.
Complete 180, dude.
It just blows my mind. I know that the other two were on the field at a little bit in the second half and maybe in the first. Maybe I missed it, but they didn't get a carry, either one of them.
And these guys had no receptions either.
Yeah.
At least you had Devon Rice in the other games, I believe, getting some receptions and getting in the end zone. Joe Jackson, we're trying to get it to him. Like, what? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, we didn't have a lot of receptions, period. We only had 13. So that makes a difference. But anyway, the running back situation was a complete disaster. Lots of question marks, lots of very unanswerable coaching decisions. Maybe there's missing context that we just don't have as fans. We're not in the locker room. But it doesn't appear that way to us. Anyway, was this a coaching misfire? Do you think it was a medical gamble with Dylan, or was it something deeper like internal friction in that locker room?
I think it could be a combination of a coaching misfire and some of that internal friction in the locker room. Like, look, we said we've been talking about identity, right? And then Coach Kleiman said after the game, we don't have an identity. The reason we don't have an identity is because we're not playing the guys that are playing well in the games. And the only reason like you can combat that as a coach is you say that there is friction in the locker room, right? There has to be something going on with the attitudes or something going on with the coach himself. We're just speculating, right? We don't know. But if these guys aren't playing, what's going on then?
Feels like a lot of grasping at straws. And speaking of misfires, I had a broken ignition coil in my truck this week. So I had a little misfiring going on there in cylinder 6 on that old 6-banger. We're not talking about degenerates yet. When I refer to 6-banger, I'm talking about the engine. So anyway, had to solve that problem. But yeah, coaching misfires and engine misfires as well.
One more thing.
Lots of good times. Lots of good times. One more thing in segment
On
one.
the running backs.
Uno mas.
We could see 6th-string soon.
Cody Cook.
Elston.
Cody Cook. Let's go. Give him some carries.
Bring him back.
Bring him back. Bring him back.
We could see Elston get in if this trend continues.
All right, well, let's go and move forward, man. What do we got in the next segment here?
All right, segment 2, the Kleiman Conundrum.
Let the people know. Let them know. Sorry, go ahead.
The Kleiman Conundrum. Let's talk leadership. Why did Matt Wells step in for Chris Kleiman on the Chris Kleiman Show this week?
Yeah,
Literally called the Chris Kleiman Show.
Yeah,
no official statement, no injury, no suspension.
Yeah.
He wouldn't get suspended, obviously. Just silence.
Lots of silence coming from Coach Kleiman. You're right. Not even on his own show this week. Yeah. What's going on there? I don't understand. Can you explain for the kids who maybe don't know what the word conundrum means?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you off the rip. Conundrum,
that's quite a conundrum you're under there.
Conundrum, like why? We don't know why.
It's a conundrum.
We just don't know why, right?
I don't know if AI sourced the right word on. I don't know if it's really a conundrum that we're looking at here. It's just a big what the. Yeah. So why is Chris Kleiman, Coach Kleiman, not appearing on his own show this week? Would you like to speculate on that, Alec?
More speculation.
Yeah.
I have no idea. You talked about it, and you talked about it with our older brother. Maybe Chris Kleiman steps down. Matt Wells takes the place. Please, God, no. Please, God, no.
Yeah, we'll see what happens the next couple weeks. That's going to go a long way to determining that conundrum.
Is Kleiman distancing himself from the media? Is there tension in the coaching staff, or is this a sign of deeper dysfunction?
Yeah, he's definitely distancing himself from the media. The reason is why, and we don't know. Maybe there's something going on behind the scenes with his health. We've speculated on that in previous episodes. Maybe he's got something going on. Who knows? Hopefully not, but of course, I always respect people's FERPA rights when it comes to their health. So,
Yeah.
apparently, the Big 12 doesn't. You got put on an injury list now. But is there tension in the coaching staff? Probably not. I mean, I'm sure there's anxiety, but I don't think there's tension between coaches. I mean, they're all aren't they buddies?
Yeah.
and, but definitely signs of dysfunction everywhere. Obviously,
I think it may be better if we did have some tension there. Maybe some fire, some guys to get in each other's faces and
yeah,
get it together.
10th
To
can be a good
win
thing.
the dang day.
Yeah, let's win the damn day, can we?
Not even the day. We
Hey,
just got to win the next decision put in front of us. That's literally all you got to do. One decision.
did we
One
tell
moment at a
did we
time.
tell the people what Coach Kleiman said when he hit the wall?
What? What did he say?
Win the damn day.
Yeah, win the
Okay.
dang day. Win the damn day.
Yeah. So you see what I'm saying there. I mean, I agree with you. Maybe we need a little bit more old school coaching approach at this point to try to encourage those with the wrong mindset to begin to look elsewhere.
Yeah, and
I'm
let's be
sure there's
honest.
a few of those in every locker room. Go ahead.
Let's be honest, man. We're 1-3. I think we deserve some answers for about all this. I mean, when you got guys like McIntosh, Devon Rice, guys that have really actually played well for us, not on the field, and we have there's no injury. Like we don't think that any of them are injured. We need to know what's going on. Like why? But it's very baffling. We haven't seen anything like this. I know I haven't seen anything like this my whole life as a K State fan, even with Ron Prince as the coach.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. 1-3, first time since 1980s. So I don't remember. I mean, I was born in the 80s, but I don't remember any of this kind of shenanigans going on out there on the pitch. Or, excuse me, the pitch. That was back in week 0. But deserve answers. I don't know if deserves the right word. A lot of us are casual fans. I mean, I'm still a
Deserve.
casual fan, even though we're putting together a pod on this. But I don't know if we deserve answers, but it'd be nice to know some minimal information to see what's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Let's go and move forward to this last segment. What do we got up next?
Anyway, segment 3, run defense or
Yeah.
runaway train.
Runaway train never coming back. Man, we could use the D train right about now in that backfield. That'd be nice. Have a little runaway train going forward instead of backward. But
Arizona.
whoo, that run D. Stinky. Maudie.
Ismail
Maudie
Mahdi
just cooked us. Just cooked us.
torched us.
Give me some stats on Maudie. You got him?
Yeah.
I got him right here.
Torched us. 22 carries, 189, 8.6
Oh
average.
my God.
Long
60
rush of
yarder.
60.
60 yarder.
Oh man.
Surprisingly, no
Not bad.
touchdowns on the ground for Maudie. No touchdowns. He did not get to the pay dirt. But man, I got cooked.
This is historically bad.
It is.
Through 4 games, Kansas State has allowed an average of 178 rushing yards per game. That ranks
Yeah.
bottom 20 in the FBS.
We got outrushed 234 to 105, and that's a complete sign of disaster. Huge red flag. If you can't see that one, you can't see any red flags.
Yeah, if you can't stop the run first, you're just not going to win games. That's what everyone goes to establish their identity, like we've been talking about. They established it, and then they didn't stop, and we can't stop it. So our front seven looks lost.
Coach talked about the lack of identity, and we talked about that before the game as well in our last episode. So it's tough. And I know Fitz had some of the former players on this week. Elijah Lee mentioned the switch from the 3-3-5 over to that hybrid 4-2-5 look, and it's maybe we just don't have the right personnel for that right now.
Yep.
And that's going to take time to phase that out. So if you're not ready, why do we do it? So why are we not prepared for that? That's more of a long term thing, but I appreciate the feedback from the former players. They're the experts. They're the ones who have been in between the lines and seen this up close.
Yeah, they did a great job on that pod. I listened to that as well. They're calling out the players in a very
There were 4 of
constructive
them.
way.
4 of them on the pod.
Yes.
Yeah, and who were the other 3? Do you know?
We had Elijah Lee. We
Yeah.
had Thomas Hill.
Oh, Thomas Hill, love it. I
Thomas
remember when we
Hill.
scored a touchdown against Texas in 02.
Monty.
Yeah.
Go on about Thomas Hill. What'd you have?
Thomas Hill, the tight end, 88.
Ooh.
2002 Texas game, he scored a tutty. Yeah, but it wasn't quite enough. Anyway, who were the other two?
Monty Spiller,
Oh yeah, yep.
and then of course Brian Hanley.
Okay, Brian Hanley's from
So
the '90s, offensive lineman, if I remember right.
yeah, so we got a tight end, a linebacker. Hanley was an O lineman, and
Yeah,
then Monty Spiller, I believe, was defense or
yeah, that's a big question mark for me. I don't
not
really
sure.
have
Monty
much
Spiller,
memory of him.
Monty Spiller, I believe, dates back to the foundation.
Oh, okay, there you go.
So,
So it's been like 9 or
so
10.
a really good group of guys that bring
Yeah,
it from every kind of generation. There,
yeah,
Bill 1.0, Bill 2.0, and talking about the discipline that we're kind of just lacking at this point, and
yeah. 4 goals, not 16 anymore. Weird.
yeah, Brian Hanley talks a lot about just kind of the winning the dang day, but more on the just win the next play.
Yeah,
Go out there,
break
and
it
play the
down to
next play.
even smaller parts, maybe.
Yeah.
Win the
So
win the dang play, man. Then we can worry about winning the dang day if we can do that enough.
I'm
So he's
thinking
right. We got to back that train up.
I'm thinking this is a personnel problem and a scheme issue. I think that when we run the 3-3, right, the 3-3-5, I think that our linebackers were getting a lot more tackles and they're filling in those gaps. But now that we've switched to the 4-2, it's more of
Oh man, knocked over my microphone. I got
it,
upset. I'm sorry. I
it
got a little upset. Yeah.
it's more of we just aren't used to that, I think, and the guys are gashing through our line, and then it leaves one of two linebackers to tackle, and that's not happening.
Not enough
Because
reps. Is that what you're
we
saying? And
see,
then
yeah,
North Texas beat Army last night in overtime. I think in Denton. So UNT, I think,
and
is decent for an FCS team.
that's another issue, man. We play Army last week, and we got gashed by Army, and you would think that you make an adjustment and you fix that problem, and you start filling those gaps, and you get better, right? But we did not see that at all. So I think that's a very bad sign for the rest of
Probably
this season.
worse. Worse. I mean, bigger chunk plays and then Mahdi going for 180. Much higher average. That's very, very disturbing.
And I think it's a personnel problem as well. I mean, we
Losing Austin Moore up front's starting to show. Clifton, right? Is he the one who did the went on the
yeah,
uh,
Jake Clifton, man,
that's showing up a little bit. So
wish
those
we had
guys
that
have a
guy.
lot of reps, and a lot of experience. We're missing those guys up front. All right. Well, what else we got in this episode before we wrap this up? Talk about any of these
Okay, we
stats
got
or anything?
two more segments.
Two more?
So yeah, we're just gonna speak real quickly on Avery Johnson, the
Yeah, we're
Marauder.
not going 17 minutes on this one. Maybe about 7 seconds.
So Avery Johnson went 13 for 29 for 88 yards. You said his QBR was 11. He had no touchdowns. He did have one rushing TD that I don't even think was a rushing TD from a goal line sneak. That's a 44.8 completion rate and just 3
Hater,
yards
man.
per attempt. He's now averaging 5.2 yards per attempt on the season, bottom 10 among Power 5 QBs.
Woo! I didn't know
What's
that.
wrong? Is it
What's
is it his mechanics? Is it confidence? Is it play calling? Or is Avery just not the guy we thought he was?
bottom 10 among Power 5 QBs? It's all broken, man. I mean, we talked about this at length. So the fans have talked about it. I'm tired of it. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. It's just broke. It's completely broke. So red flags when the hire was made for the OC, still red flags everywhere, all the time.
Yeah, I don't think he's got the guys around him. I think he's just getting put under duress a lot of time. I still don't even think we saw him get like 3 seconds really back there. He's not scrambling. He looks nervous when he wants to run the ball. So hopefully we can just get that confidence in him. I think would be big.
I'll
I
say
think
one.
he just needs a little bit of that confidence to get rolling.
I'll say one thing about, especially about late in the game. He it appeared for the first time all season that he just kind of started throwing in the towel. And what I mean by that is not quitting, but like you could tell he was just throwing the ball with little hope that it was gonna like land in a receiver's hands or be a positive play. And he looked
Mhm.
very discouraged. He didn't quit, obviously, but
I
for the
think
first time, it looked like he had just kind of let go of the mental process and was just chunking it and throwing up a wing. That was discouraging.
Yeah, I think you could relate it a lot maybe to Jalen Daniels last year at the beginning of the year. Just we know he can be a good player, right? And he's got the talent. It's just he's not making the right decisions. He's underdressed, and
Underdressed? Did you
yeah,
say underdressed?
underdressed,
Oh my god.
underdress.
Is he in shell out there? Does he not have on his pads and his pants?
Not getting the
Shorts and
confidence,
shoulder pads and helmet only?
not getting the confidence that he needs.
Underdressed, man. Yeah, confidence issues, but
So I think if we can,
there's a disconnectedness between OC, quarterback, head coach, lack of communication effective. It's bad.
yeah, if we can roll out a couple wins somehow, then I think we can get a little bit of our swagger back. But we'll see.
I think I got my swagger back.
Oh,
We need to get our swagger back. We're getting into Big 12 play, and we're playing a mid-major to open it up at home. So if we lose to these guys, I know they did just beat Bill in the bounce house. I don't know. Maybe Bill was a little distracted. His girl was asking to go to Disneyland on the sidelines, but you know what I'm talking about. UFC played at home against UNC, North Carolina. Central Florida's coming to town. I still see him as a mid-major, and I always will. And that's just the way it is. If there's any UCF fans watching, unsubscribe. That's fine.
all right, let's zoom out real quick. Zoom out.
Zooming out.
UCF in the pregame.
Yeah, we'll get there in a minute.
Segment 5, broken claws, the stats behind the collapse. Kansas State is 1-3. Here's the damage. Total offense per game. 287 yards, 112th nationally. That is terrible. Third down conversion, 29%, ranked 118th nationally. Red zone TD rate, 38%, ranked 120th nationally. Turnover margin, -4. Time of possession time of possession. God, it's so bad.
Time of possession? It feels like a procession right now.
Time of possession, 25 and a half minutes per game. 25-12, actually, not even 25-30.
Yeah.
And penalties, 8.3 per game, 72 yards average. This is a structural failure. It's happening across the board.
Hey, I just saw on the internet yesterday, that at least we're not the ones putting the fork in the light socket. I heard that was old Petey down there from Stillwater. Is that true?
Yes, we are not as bad as Oklahoma State.
We're next.
They are
We lose this
completely
game.
broken. UCLA is really bad. Clemson is broken as well.
Oof. Yeah, those stats, man. That's disgusting. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm going to swallow this vomit and I'm a degenerate. I'm ready to gamble.
Yeah, we got about 6 minutes left, so we're going to talk about the grades real quick.
Grade them.
They are not good. Not good grades.
Below average for everyone.
So segment 6, position grades versus Arizona. Quarterback. I mean, you got to give them like I give him a D.
Failure.
A D- for sure.
I love you, Avery, man, but
the only thing
I felt sometimes too.
The only reason I'm not giving him F, D- is because our O-line is terrible. So
failure.
Give him a D.
All
88 passing.
It's not personal. It's just business. It's across the board. Go ahead. Next position group. What we got?
Running backs. Complete F. Complete F.
That is not for fantastic. Whew.
Complete F.
Gross.
And I would give him like a D+, but Jace Brown isn't a running back.
Yeah. He did bust the longest run of the season, I think.
Yeah.
70-some yards. So
Jace Brown.
Shout out to homie Jace. Nice. Did not have you in the inside.
It's just F.
O-line.
F. No push, poor pass protection, 3 sacks allowed. You're not helping Avery at all.
Not fun, not fantastic. F.
Wide receiver. This one would be an F. I'll give it a D just because of Jace Brown running for 75 yards.
That's it. Yep.
But if you're talking about actually receiving the ball, F.
Gross.
No receiver had over 30 yards.
Gross. D.
And obviously
D-.
Bradley out. Defensive line.
Yeah.
It's F+.
F. F+. I like the optimism. F. Not fun. Not
Marty
fantastic.
ran wild. No pressure on the QB.
Not funny.
Linebackers. Missed tackles.
F.
Poor pursuit angles.
F.
Probably a D minus F plus.
F plus. Austin Romaine had 10 tackles again. 11, I think.
Oh man, secondary
Horrible.
actually had a lot of tackles picking up where
tackling Monty 40 yards down the field.
Where the linebackers can't get it together. So
F. Not fun, not fantastic, not funny.
I don't know.
Futile. It's futile.
I'll give him a C. I'll give the secondary C. Just because Noah Fafita only threw for 178 yards.
And got to throw for much more than that when Monty's just ripping you to shreds.
Oh, yeah. So you can't really blame the secondary for a whole lot.
Hey, I ain't out there tackling him.
I will speak really quickly on that Logan Bartley hit. That was about the only fire we've seen from this team all year, but it was a pretty stupid hit. But I
lack of discipline. But yeah, and I'm sure there are a lot of people who enjoyed that. But that's just
don't kill anybody. If he takes one more step, then it's a good tackle. I think
targeting. Anyway,
speaking
futile. It's futile, man. That's going to turn into futility if we let it keep going.
They need a red card and a yellow card for targeting. All right, special teams.
F.
We got to give him a C. We blocked a punt.
Sterling Lockett, F.
We blocked a punt. So
you got
to give him a C.
No, you're right.
Blocked a punt, but
that was outstanding execution by the Arizona special teams.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, on that block punt.
And then
F.
coaching.
F for them and us.
Yeah. Coaching, F.
F.
Personnel decisions were
F.
Very baffling.
This podcast and our response time, F.
No,
think about this for 9 days. F. It's broke. It's all broke.
We did think about this for 9 days. We had to, if we would have came on like a day after, then it would have been bad.
No, it'd have been F minus. Yeah.
F-.
At least now we're thinking somewhat rationally. The right part of our brain. Well, can we get to the degenerates? Because we got the NFL coming on here in a few minutes. It's Sunday. It's almost noon. Can we talk about what we spent our hard-earned money on this week other than replacing failed ignition coils in our engines?
No, we're done.
Wait, we can't talk about.
We're done on the pregame.
Sorry, guys. Maybe I really am. Maybe I really do need to call that number. Should I call it?
Done for the post game. So this was supposed to be like another bounce back. Instead, it's a breakdown.
9 days ago, we took an L. Now we gotta bounce back. Hey, Big 12 play starts. We're playing a mid-major at home.
Not the breakdown we wanted.
We lost Iowa State, but you know what I'm saying. Let's see what happens. Breakdown.
Yeah, Desert Reckoning wasn't just a metaphor; it was a mirror, and what we just saw staring back at us was a team without identity, without answers, and without urgency.
Build them back up.
We'll be back midweek with film breakdown. I might actually put some film in there, film breakdown this week.
Okay.
Maybe.
Nice.
That's only if I get the nicer version of Da Vinci.
Extra credit.
And then maybe some clarity. Hopefully we get that injury report and we can figure out what's going on.
That's all we're ever seeking is just a little clarity in this life. We'll keep seeking it.
Yes.
Maybe we'll find some answers. Maybe Jesus Tang will take us to the promised land after this reckoning.
Yeah, our football team is garbage, and so our basketball team rises.
Oh, I'm not giving up, football team. I'm not giving up. I'm ready. I'm ready to go to the Liberty Bowl again if I have to. Just for fun, if I get bored, I'll drive to Memphis.
I will be there in Waco.
Yeah, I might go to Waco, probably.
There in Waco.
But I'll see you at the Colorado game, even if it's 10 degrees.
I'm also ready for the bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Oh, bang, 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 bang.
Bang, bang.
Degenerates.
8 wins in a row. 8 wins in a row.
8?
8.
Oh. Wonder if we can put that in on a website. Throw some scratch down on that. 8 in a row.
You can just put in Cats.
It's got to be plus 40,000 at this point. Maybe more. Maybe 100.
Cats to win the Big 12, and it's probably plus $1 million.
Just throw your money out the window.
$1.
Maybe the neighbor will find it. At least he'll get something out of it.
But no, really, we love our Cats. We love this university. This is nothing against the guys. We're just playing bad football right now. But until midweek.
Adversity.
Until midweek when we get back to you guys, stay fierce, stay loud, keep clawing. This is Paw'dCats Sports.
See ya!
See ya.